Good afternoon. Thank you for coming on relatively short notice, and sorry to hold you up. Coming up to this one. Joined by a number of well-known and well-recognized folks, and we're also joined by a number of very important public servants who are with us this afternoon. You'll hear from a couple of them. First, let me thank and recognize State Senator Tina Tartaglione for being here with us this afternoon. Our District Attorney, who I know has got to be here because I saw his guys. District Attorney Seth Williams is here. TWU Local 234 President John Johnson Jr. and SEPTA Assistant General Manager Luther Diggs. But as you can see behind me, there are a number of SEPTA personnel, drivers, operators, and true champions out on the streets of the city of Philadelphia each and every day. Police Commissioner Ramsey and Deputy Commissioner Ross, thank you, and our other law enforcement personnel, and certainly the Deputy Chief Scott from the SEPTA Police Department also. You know, one of the great things about the Philadelphia region is our public transportation system. And SEPTA, quite honestly, is the envy of many other cities and regions all across the United States of America. In the coming years, we will see more benefits because public transportation is also the green, sustainable solution for getting people and doing business from point A to point B and sometimes back to point A. SEPTA's employees, therefore, are vital in maintaining and enhancing the health and welfare of the citizens in Philadelphia and our region, and in growing a stronger economy. And as you might have noticed, the drivers of buses, trolleys, trains, subways also carry out their duties in uniform, like many other public servants. We need to protect our SEPTA employees. They are public servants as well, so that they can carry out the very important functions that they serve for the citizens of this city and this region. Unfortunately, there have been a growing number of incidents where SEPTA personnel have been injured. Last week, a bus driver was shot in the arm and then drove herself to the hospital. This past Tuesday evening, another bus driver suffered injuries with shattered glass in his face as someone recklessly firing on the streets of this city, and a bullet literally went through the windshield. We've had upwards of 50 SEPTA personnel injured while performing their jobs this year. That number is up from, I believe, 20 last year. So this is a very serious issue, and we're taking it very seriously. This kind of behavior must stop, because when you injure a bus driver or other SEPTA transportation personnel, not only are you senselessly injuring that person, but just think about what would possibly happen. Try to imagine a bus driver with 20, 30, 40 some odd passengers on a bus, now injured or incapacitated. A bus literally driving down the street at 20, 30, possibly 40 miles an hour with an injured driver with passengers on that vehicle. That is a disaster in the making. For all of those folks on the bus, every person on the street, any motorist that is near there, and can have deathly consequences. And so we're actually going to do our best to do something about it. I've had a series of conversations with Police Commissioner Ramsey, Deputy Commissioner Ross, and their team. And so yesterday, who's the commissioner? Yesterday, Police Commissioner Ramsey sent out an order and instructed his staff to increase the number of security checks involving all SEPTA vehicles, subway, and elevated stations. And just as the police responded to several idiotic incidents of violence in various sections of the city with increased enforcement and curfew laws, we will increase our presence around SEPTA vehicles and SEPTA stations. We will not tolerate this kind of disrespect and violent behavior directed at SEPTA employees. Under no circumstances will we tolerate this. And I also want to lend my support to legislation that was introduced by State Senator Christine Tartaglione that makes more clear that an assault on a SEPTA employee, any of our transit personnel, can be considered a first-degree felony.
Okay.
Second.
Aggravated
It's
assault.
best to have the author right next to you.
Aggravated assault.
Aggravated assault. At least a second-degree aggravated assault. And so now let me introduce Police Commissioner Ramsey, who will talk about some of the other steps the police department is looking at taking. We'll hear from the senator, we'll hear from our district attorney, and after those speakers, I'll also have another announcement.